remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Hoping my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I can remember. Good enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy Jones, and I am back with another Music Monday. On this Monday, man, y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, you know, my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we have Music Monday, which is today. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Hopefully, audio and visuals is looking good, man. So, want to make sure we start the week off strong. Pretty much, man. I'm gonna just dive right in. I only plan to be on this joint for like an hour, and yeah, just more content on the way as well. Got several topics I want to make sure that I cover. So, I want to make sure I have enough time. As y'all coming and out, y'all let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. On my end, everything should be looking good. I think I actually fixed the visuals where it should be showing all the way up to 4K now on the live streams. Don't ask me why it took me so long to figure that out, but it really just boils down to a great area of finally just doing the research when I have time, right? Okay, so I definitely got another few review coming as well on the shorts. May not drop it today or tomorrow, but it's coming this week. You know what I'm saying? I try to incorporate a lot of things into the channel, man. So there's all coming and out. Definitely smash that like button. Let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. And we got several topics, you know, that I want to cover here tonight for Music Monday. May even cover some additional ones if we have time, but looks like Don Richards' lawsuit against Diddy has been dismissed, so we're going to be covering that as well. We have Quavo, the accuser. Remember Quavo, I think back in Vegas, he got in some trouble where now it looks like the accuser is trying to collect nearly $1.2 million judgment against Quavo, right? Now, I will say this. It seems like we just seen Quavo and, if I'm not mistaken, Cardi B up in the club, I want to say, after the Knicks had won the game on Saturday. But again, who's to say that could just be something just innocent, you know, people that just know each other because of who they know, right? Okay, I don't want to make a big mess out of that. We got an update on Durk, right? Okay, looks like Durk's co-defendant found a motion to sever ties from the rapper in the murder for hire case. So we're going to do an update on that. I got several stories that I want to cover here tonight. Not surprised to see this coming. I will say this, and I've said this time and time again. Again, y'all let me know if audio and visuals looking good. Everything is looking good. But you get in some trouble, right? And this is me speaking from just past experience. You get in some legal trouble, you're going to find out real quickly who your friends are, right? I don't care. No matter how you slice it and dice it, if you get in trouble, you'll find out very quickly who your real friends are. And I think Durk is really finding that. I mean, of course, when you're up and you got the team and you're taking care of everybody, you know what I'm saying? Of course, they're going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Durk has been a successful rapper for a long time. I still remember when he first came out, he had a low, clean cut. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, rumors is he's always been about that life. Now, that doesn't mean that what he's being accused of, if any of this is true. So I want to say Whole Live is a legend and opinionated base. I don't know a damn thing. I just know what's being reported. It doesn't mean that this is true, right? I just want to throw that out there. As a person who's been in and out of legal trouble, in fact, I just got accused over some stuff over the fucking weekend and it ain't even true, dog. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like when somebody just hating on you. So I'm saying that could easily be that situation. So we're going to be talking about that. Also, we have an update on Mr. Blueface. Look like Blueface music royalties seized to pay Soulja Boy's baby mama $123,000 after defamation judgment. So again, these lawsuits and stuff like this, if anybody who knows me, right, I do not like the legal system in any way, shape, or form. Because mainly, right, for me, right, I'll speak for myself. Anytime somebody's had some stuff against me, no, it didn't stick, but I had to pay a lot of money to keep it from not sticking, but I still feel like I lost the situation. However, right, come back, if I try to take legal action against somebody else, I never could, because they'd be like, yo, well, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, you ain't got that. Like, it's just like, it don't be worth it. But at the same time, it's just like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So salutes to Mr. Blueface here. Hate to see this coming, but definitely look like a different person compared to what he looked like when he was locked up. But he is getting back to his old style, as we can see. Just more face tattoos here, but they got Soulja Boy up on the screen here. I'm going to share it in just a second. And then, of course, we're going to do an update on Mr. Pooh Shiesty. Looks like he's made a new effort to get out on bond after the trial has been delayed. Now, this is my thing. If you don't got nothing against the person, in my opinion, yes, you should grant them bail, unless they're like a flight risk for real, which I don't think we've seen it with Pooh Shiesty. I don't think I'm not saying he hasn't been out the country. I'm just saying it doesn't look like that may be something that he may be tied to. His dad has made bail. Big 30's made bail. And I wouldn't be surprised if the other people that was involved in the situation, they either made bail or pretty close to making bail, depending on their situations, allegedly. So, I mean, Mr. Pooh Shiesty, who was he was at the halfway house, right? So he was out on bail, moving around. So I get why they may be a little bit more tougher on them. But at the same time, if the evidence doesn't show where, hey, there's no way in hell you're going to beat the case, which looks like there's not enough evidence on him, but I don't know, then yeah, grant the man bail. Now, with that being said, Mr. Shiesty, if you do get granted bail, let's not repeat the same process, or let's not put ourselves in the same situation, allegedly, right? Let's not even make it, let's walk a tightrope. You can obviously prove that you come out, you can make a hit. You know what I'm saying? He may think it's easy, you know what I'm saying? Strike while the iron is hot, but it also makes it seem like compared to a lot of today's rappers, you know, a lot of these cats, what they rap about, while it does sell, but they easily get exposed where it's like you don't really live that. Now, Pooh Shiesty hasn't been one of those rappers that look like he doesn't live that. I'm not saying he does. Maybe he's just fake as just as well as the next rapper. But for the time being, we don't have any hard evidence. You know what I'm saying? And he's been apparently, you know, the real ones. But again, that's a gray area. So I want to make sure I cover all those tonight. I wanted to cover like Big Sean and Big Tigger as well. If I have time, I'll see if I can incorporate those into the stream. But you know how it is when you're on this joint for like an hour, you're very limited to time of what you can and can't put out there. So trying to be very careful with what I put out there and make sure I cover the hot spots. I think I'm going to go straight into order of what I'm going to do here. We're going to do Don Richards, a.k.a. I think it's like Don Richard. If I remember when we were covering the Diddy case, that's what she went by. Now, she was a part of like the Diddy money situation. I think she was also a part of, if I'm not mistaken, whenever they had Danny Kane, which I like some of Danny Kane's music. Let's do one thing. We got to give Diddy where credit is due, right? Well, yes, Diddy may not be a true producer making the beats from scratch, but an executive producer where he comes in and tweaks and makes recommendation on what he hears. That's still a form of producing. Even though it's like some people say you shouldn't get credit for that. But to be honest, I do that too with some of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like when I edit some of my shorts, right? I feel like, you know, people who have worked with me and watched me edit my videos, they'd be like, I feel like I'm in the studio with you. Because case in point, to make sure that I don't get a copyright strike, which is still easier said than done, I can chop up a beat too. But again, I don't never like to take credit for the person's work. But at the same time, I can chop it up and where it's like, all right, cool. You could tell us that, but I did something different. And I feel like that's what Diddy did. And even Nipsey Hussle said that too. RP to Nipsey Hussle, where his last album, I think it was like Victory Lap, he had Diddy executively produce it because he's like, yo, a lot of these songs were sounding completely different until he got up on there and made a few tweaks and changes. And that's a form of producing. And I'm not mistaken, that's one of, you know, Nipsey's most successful albums. And he's dropped a lot of dope music. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, tomato, some people say it is, some people ain't. But you'd be surprised. Even Dr. Dre, while he can produce, he's been an executive producer. Dame Dash, been executive producer. Even Kanye West has been executive producer as well. So again, I'm going to give these guys credit where credit is due. Is it all the way credit, like starting from scratch? No. Can a lot of these guys make a beat from scratch? Some can't, some can. I'm pretty sure Kanye can, but even he's used and notoriously known for using samples, and not all of them always get cleared. But Kanye brought something different to the game and different to style to us too. So, you know what I'm saying? I respect it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to dive right in real quick. We're going to start with the first story, which is going to be Don Richards or Don Richard, which is pretty much one of the members from the Danny Kane or from the Diddy Dirty Money. I remember that was a group because he kept some of them. Remember when Diddy did the Making the Band series? So he had a lot of artists from there. And to be honest, he did discover a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to never take away from Diddy's legacy. I feel like Diddy has definitely done some great for the game. His personal life, I have nothing to do with. And I'm not saying he's a saint. No. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think that he did bring something different to the game. It's just like if you get the same thing for, Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? He brought something different to the game. You know what I'm saying? I still want to give him credit where credit's due. But let me share my screen here, get the party started, and we're going to dive right in. As y'all commenting out, of course, let me know if audio and visuals is looking good as usual. So here we go. It says Don Richard or Don Richards, whatever you like to prefer. Lawsuit against Diddy was dismissed. So there you go. Diddy, while he may not be winning all his cases, but a lot of these extra, additional cases that came out, none of these are making really stick to him, right? Okay. And keep in mind, he's winning this from behind bars, and he should be out, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly sometime next year, right? But it says a federal judge ruled that almost all of the singer's claims fell outside of the statute of limitations. So again, I'm not saying that he didn't do these things, but statute of limitations, you waited a little too long. Now, if you're like me, why did you wait so long? Now, a lot of people's short answer is like, well, I didn't want to say anything, this and that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they were thinking like, hey, even if we would have said something, they wasn't going to listen to us anyway. I see you, man, with the kicks in the building. It says, Europe, what up, Manny's? What's Gucci, my brother? What's Gucci? But it says, former Danny Kane and Diddy Dirty Money member Don Richards' lawsuit against Diddy has been dismissed. So again, a lot of these additional cases, I don't think Diddy was really stressing these to begin with. It was the main ones where he know that for a fact, if he did, if it didn't work in his favor, he was going to be down the road for a very long time. Again, allegedly he should be coming home sometime next year, as long as he got good behavior. And I put that in quotations. But it says on Monday, June 15th, right? Okay, if I'm not mistaken, that is today, right? Let me double check my date on this joint. But yeah, June 15th, which is today, so this is new. A federal judge, Catherine Polk Familia, issued a 35-page opinion throwing out all 18 of the singer's claims against his former group mate and label head, Richard, if you like, right? Was left to the option to refile one of them. Diddy alleged violation of the New York City's Victim of Gender Motivated Violence Act in the state court, which is VGMVPL, right? Okay, so a lot of these got thrown out, but I guess the statute of limitations, she may have waited a little too long. Again, some cases have no statutes of limitation. Like if you take somebody out permanently, that one, they can always, even if the case go cold, they can open it back up on you. So if you took somebody out, as we learned with Keefy D, right? Allegedly. Don't probably want to write a book about it or start doing interviews about it and start getting stuff back up, right? That's just my 2 cents. But it says, none of Richard's or Richard's claims against Diddy were judged on their factual basis, with Judge Familia saying that if true, they are executable. Instead, 15 of the counts were dismissed for being past the statute of limitations, to both over the song Deliver Me for the matters relating to the copyright law, and one concerning the BGMBPL because the issue properly belongs in the state court, not federal. Wow, so she took a federal joint, so she got to take it down to state level, which, I mean, to be honest, dog, state may or may not pick that up, depending on how the situation is. But it says, Richard had argued that her claims should be considered despite being past the statute of limitations used in several different legal doctrines. The judge, however, did not agree. I see you, man. It says, she waited until the 26th to change her mind. Dog, this is my thing, right? Respectively, Manny. I mean, Show, and sometimes, and to be fair, right? To be fair, sometimes you don't know that you could do this until finally all this heat breaks off. But then it's like, dog. And I'll say this too: taking somebody to court, not free, especially with an attorney, not free. There are attorneys that will work pro bono, but you know, even if you win, you got to give them a certain percentage of the money. And let me clarify that they're gonna have other little things where, let's say a person, say she would have got it and won millions, right? And so let's just say Diddy paid it. You know what I'm saying? The lawyer finna eat just as well as you. You know what I'm saying? Probably better than you, to keep it 100, if you ain't paying them. So attorneys don't work for free. And what I learned from this too, right? I run it back. Good attorneys rarely work for free. Trust me, they want something on the back end. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But it says, in her suit, Richard accused Diddy of subjecting her to years of horrific treatment, abuse, and threats. She also recalled witnessing the mogul repeatedly abuse of her former partner, Cassie Ventura, right? Okay, but see, Diddy has already been charged for that. He's already, went to trial for that, did his thing, and doing his time for whatever that went through. So, and he didn't even get the max for that. So, you can be a witness all you want to, but, to be honest, he's already been, he's handling business for that part. It says, in attending parties where Diddy arranged for busloads of women, including some who appeared to be underage, to attend, be given drugs and alcohol, and be actually, and I'm saying that on purpose for YouTube, violated by him and his guests. Again, I didn't see nothing about no underage anything, right? Okay, I'm not saying there wasn't, but from the best of my knowledge, that was hearsay, to the best of my knowledge, and I'm pretty sure that didn't stick in court. Says she filed her suit against Diddy back in September of 2024. At the time, the mogul responded by saying that he was shocked and disappointed by the suit, which he claimed was a manufactured series of false claims, all in hopes of trying to get a payday. Which I feel like this too. A lot of people was trying to strike where the iron was hot, but to be honest, dog, I think Diddy was just worried about the main cases. I don't think he was worried about all these little money grab joints. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect. He's like, yo, I'll handle that when I handle it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got time, you can appeal, run it back, this and the third. Don't mean you're going to get it right off rip. Especially with somebody like Diddy who necessarily feels like he didn't run away from any of the situations. And I don't want to be the guy that seems like I'm always being the person that's trying to stick up for Diddy either. You know what I'm saying? Says, we're certainly disappointed in the dismissals, he said. However, we're very encouraged that the judge chose not to dismiss with prejudice and basically just referred to the gender-motivated violence act claim to state court. So again, most likely, I'm assuming they may try again, but I mean, to be honest, they don't know how well it's going to stick. It says, we feel very confident in the gender-motivated violence act claims. He continued, we believe those are the primary claims anyway. We're very encouraged with the ability to pursue our gender-motivated Violence Act claims in the state court. So again, that's an update on Diddy's case real quick. I want to make sure that I covered that for the stream. Just a little quick little update. Diddy's still catching cases a little bit, but he's got to fight them behind bars. And again, and that's how it goes right here. So I want to make sure that we're good right here. So we're gonna keep going. Share the screen again. We're gonna go to Quavo. The accuser moves to collect nearly 1.2 million judgment from rapper, right? Okay, so update on Quavo. Now, keep in mind, Knicks just won the finals, right, on Thursday. I don't know if you guys peaked game, but we saw Quavo and we saw French Montana, and of all people, we saw Cardi B partying in the club. Now, I don't know if you've seen the video that's floating around, and I may just bring it up just for shits and giggles. Dog, how we used, and I ain't been in the club in years, right? Okay. But how we used to party in the club, dog, I mean, to be honest, I ain't the most rhythm person, but I mean, I wasn't just standing there and just doing that, this, and the third. Everybody was in there that was on their phone. It's like, dog, what's the point of y'all even going out? You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see if I can do a quick little search of the video real quick, just to show you guys. We got a little bit of time. We're making good time right here. Quavo and, let me see. Quavo. And we're going to go Cardi B club, right? Okay. Again, I'm not saying they can't hang out in the club, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's the point of being there if you guys are, like, literally just standing there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. It's kind of weird to me. Let me see if I can find some videos of this right here floating around. Where we at real quick. Boom, 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 boom. That's Instagram. I don't want to do it Instagram. Let me see if we can find it on X or Twitter or something like that. But I did see this floating around, and I'm like, dog, why y'all even come here? You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can play this one video right here. I'm going to see if I can actually mute the video because I do not want to play the music. So fair use, want to say this, even though YouTube may still flag me. I did mute the video, so hopefully it's okay. But if you see this right here on my screen, this is Cardi B. She's doing her thing, but everybody else is literally just in there just kind of like standing around. You know what I'm saying? I will say she is well dressed though. You know what I'm saying? So that's everybody saying, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a little quick little thing. They did party together. Let's see if we can find an actual video floating around. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Here we go right here. I think this is these two right here standing together. I don't want to play the music for YouTube, even though YouTube will still flag you if they can even detect what they even came close. So that's them right there in the club. She's a little bit movement. And then you see French Montana over here. He chilling. I got to give him fresh cut, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all guys aren't really doing anything. And not to pick on them in particular, the whole club, right? Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really, you know, not compared to what we used to do back in the day. So I want to throw that out there. Just want to show a little quick little video real quick, fair use. But yeah, it was like Quavo accused her moves to collect nearly $1.2 million judgment and the form from the rapper. So again, another lawsuit down the road. Where we at real quick, Manny says she need a payday and spend that ish. Can't nobody hold him down. He got to keep it moving. All right, I see you quoting one of Diddy's songs. I got to keep on moving. Hey, that was one of my songs back in the day. Like, can't nobody hold me down. Yeah, I know. Actually, I may put that joint on after the live, dog, respectively. That's one of my favorite songs, for real, for real. Let's see. Men of the Kick says, people be scared nowadays. They're always someone recording. P.S. They can't dance, Polo. Again, I can't either. But, I mean, I still had a little rhythm, you know what I'm saying? When I used to hit the club back then, I had a little rhythm. I can't dance either, but, you know what I'm saying? I used to find, you know, somebody that would make me look good in the right light. You know what I'm saying? I would assume if him and Cardi B got a little too dancing, it would be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I get it. But it says the valet who accused Quavo of assaulting him at Las Vegas casino is now trying to enforce a nearly $1.2 million court judgment in Georgia, right? Okay. Now, this was reported June 14th, so this was yesterday, which was Sunday. It says, and I'm going to see if I can pause this stuff right here because little stuff like this is beginning to get caught up on YouTube real quick. So I'm trying not to get caught up on this anything, but it says the Las Vegas valet who accused Quavo of the assault is now taking steps to collect nearly $1.2 million judgment he won against the rapper. It says, according to the court documents reviewed by Complex in Georgia, late last month, Antonio Lamar Henry asked the Superior Court of Fulton County to recognize and enforce a judgment that was previously entered against Quavo, whose legal name is Quavius Marshall in Nevada, right? Okay. Henry originally sued the Migos rapper in 2020. Keep in mind, we're in 2026, so you can see how long some of these lawsuits takes. Alleging that he is accused while working as a valet at the Encore Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas in 2018. Keep in mind, this happened in 2018. He sued him in 2020, which was 2 years later. And now we're here in 2026 talking about this. I think he actually lost the judgment in 2025, but don't quote me on that. Again, alleged. Says he claimed that he was attempting to intervene in an altercation with Quavo, slapped him, leaving him with both physical and emotional injury, right? Okay, so again, this is a valet. I thought it was a security guard, but it's a valet person, so maybe they're not really about that life. Quavo denied the allegations and denied any wrongdoing. The case ultimately went to trial in Nevada, where the jury found in Henry's favor. Court records show Henry was awarded more than $509,000, right, in compensatory damages, and additional $150,000 in punitive damages after adding the prejudge investment, attorney fees, and court costs, and the total judgment came to $1.9 $1.9 million. So a little over a milli. You know what I'm saying? That's a big hit. Again, that's crazy. But I'm assuming the attorneys are going to get a lot of that. If you look at that, if he luckily, he may get like the 150,000, but that 500K, I'm assuming that's all going to go to the legal situation in the court system, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Again, I don't know. Nobody's ever sued me for that level, but I don't want to be sued for that amount either. Mandarin Kick says, dead ass Polo and at least try, but they rather be on their phones and not enjoy the moment. True, that's my thing too. Back in the day, like we had the cell phones, right? Respectively, right? But cell phones, they were still evolving. While we still could do a lot of stuff, but to be honest, dog, I only think, even though we had the cameras, I don't think we was taking pictures and doing video like that back in the day yet, because the social media was still on the up and up and still growing up. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody wants to make sure they make it for the social media. Me, when I discovered the social media wave, I was hooked on it for like a good year. But once I saw that I was the problem and posting too much, I immediately chilled out. Now, I know what you're saying. Like, you go on YouTube consistently, right? Yes, but I look at YouTube a little different than the actual social media. It's a form of social media, but it's like slightly different, in my opinion. But yeah, I agree, Manny. Says the Nevada judgment entered on March 21st, 2025, states that Quavo, along with the co-defendants Lance Lamar Limerick and the Ramondo Amaro Brooks, are jointly responsible for the award. So it says that now Henry is seeking to enforce the ruling in Quavo's home state. Documents filed May 22nd in the Fulton County notified at the court that the judgment creditor is asking Georgia authorities to recognize the Nevada ruling under the state's Uniform Enforcement of Foreign Judgment Law. The following lists Quavo's last name, address, and the affidavit. I'm assuming I'm reading that correctly. My bad, Georgia. I'm assuming that's actually a part of Georgia, a different part of Georgia, like Alpharetta. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. And notes that the Nevada judgment was obtained against the Georgia resident. So again, let you know, they're going to try to, and we've seen this happen with certain rappers before where they get sued and just never pay, and then they end up taking stuff that the rappers probably don't end up caring about. We've seen this happen with Lil Wayne. We've seen this happen with The Game. We've seen this happen with, obviously, Quavo. And we can go down the road of where it's like, we even seen this happen with Birdman. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys just don't pull up or show up, and then you take stuff. Like, case in point, let's say this, right? Worst case scenario, especially if it's a civil suit, if Quavo never pays and then they end up seizing some of his stuff, but a lot of it's not in his name already, you end up with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And even the stuff that you got in his name is like, it's probably depreciated in value so bad that it's like, dog, it wasn't even really worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they're still out there living their best life. As you can see, he's not showing no weakness. He's partying after the game. And I want to throw this out there too. Quavo and Cardi B is literally, and I understand Cardi B and I understand French Montana because they represent New York. They're celebrating the Knicks game, but Cardi, like, hey, Quavo, why are you celebrating the Knicks wins when you're supposed to be an Atlanta fan? That's just my thought. My thought process, I'll leave it right there, right? Where we at real quick, we got Slayer in the building, says, yo, sneaker familiar, which is family in Spanish. What up, Slayer? Says 100. What up, Slayer? What up? Memory Kick says, Slayer, salute, strong arm emoji. Appreciate that, Mr. Slayer. We just covered the Quavo story. We covered the Don Richard story. Let's go and transition on to Mr. Durk, right? Okay, I want to make sure I make a great pace here and make sure I stay within an hour mark. Lil Durk's co-defendant filed a motion to sever ties from the rapper in the murder for hire case. This could be all a plot, in my opinion, to help Durk. Because thing is, if these guys take the stand, they could take the Woody route. You know what I'm saying? When Woody did the YSL case and pretty much, I mean, no disrespect, it just appeared the lights was on, but nobody was home. And I'm assuming a lot of these guys may be like that naturally, allegedly. And I don't want to offend anybody or hurt anybody, but looks like it says the OTF member, which is only the family, to the best of my knowledge, is what it stands for. Members Dean Andre Wilson and David Lindsay have renewed their motion to sever from Durk's murder for hire case, meaning they don't want to be affiliated with it. But my thing is this, will they be anticipated to inspect them to actually like testify against these guys? Now, that could be a gift and a curse as well. I'm going to pause this. That could be a gift and a curse because some guys get up there and tell the God honest truth and this, that, and the third, it may not work in your favor. However, right, in my opinion, when you get somebody who is a part of the plot, right, allegedly, that's going to get up there and testify against you, are they really trustworthy, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, they was there, but I mean, like, if these guys got the worst history and been in and out of jail and or prison and been known for lying before, do you really, do their testify really count? You know, in the legal system, to a certain extent, but I mean, a good attorney, which Durk definitely has, they're probably going to be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this guy. And they're going to probably pick him apart. I see you, Slayer, saying that man with the kicks got the strong arms in one of these joints. Appreciate that. It says, two defendants in the murder for hire trial of the rapper Lil Durk are once again seeking to distance themselves from the case. What I like, right? Durk has spoken out, but he hasn't done the Young Thug route. But then again, we didn't know Young Thug was pillow talking the way he was pillow talking until after the case. He hasn't seen him doing the Ghana Wanna joint where, you know, he's yes ma'aming them to death. You know what I'm saying? If anything, Durk has got in there, and to the best of my knowledge, only thing I've seen him doing, he spoke to his fans, kept it simple. You know, hey, I'm doing this, that, and the third. And other than that, I just see him talking to his family and his kids. And that's what you're supposed to do. And you got to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks that your kids got to come visit you from a jail joint. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, right? I feel like Durk should be granted at least a house arrest joint. Because my thing with the legal system, I'm always going to stand on this. If you're innocent until proven guilty, but then again, I get their point too, is like this dude is facing a murder for hire joint. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I see both sides where you're not always going to get the bail. Like if you think about YNW Melly, they still won't let him get bail either. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, we think this is a big step. You know, this is not no, hey, you broke some glass and cut somebody, but they can't prove it type of thing. Nah, these people are no longer here. So I get it. You know, there's death behind this, you know? Meanwhile, if I'm not mistaken, Quando Rondo is at a halfway house, right? Keep in mind, this kind of stems back a little bit from behind that as well, allegedly. But it says in court documents read by Complex, OTF members, OTF Diddy, legal name DeAndre Wilson, and the Brown Eyes, legal name David Lindsay, have scheduled hearings after renewing their motion to sever from the case of Durk, legal name Durk Devontae Banks. It says, in Wilson's filing, the attorneys maintain their client's alleged involvement. It's limited to the August 2022 shooting attempt on rapper Quando Rondo. I told you, right? Okay, so in 2022, keep in mind, we're in 2026 now. They tried to take him out, but it looks like they didn't hit their target. My thing is this, man. Y'all got to know when to hold them and when to fold them, right? I don't know, but this all kind of stems behind, like, if I'm not mistaken, King Von had got into it with Quando Rondo, and it appeared that this was some form of retaliation. I'm not saying this is true. This could just be a random set of fans just kirking out, and Durk had nothing to do with it. Again, I'm not trying to be Mr. Attorney here, but if you don't got no hard evidence against him, then yeah, you got to let the man free. I'm not saying that it's true or not, right? Okay. Let's see. Manny says, looking and watching, blow it hot like Taki. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm assuming you got another like lyric there, Mr. Man with the Kicks. But it says the fatal shot in the incident, which occurred in Los Angeles, was his close friend and distant cousin, Savea Robinson. Attorneys also argued that what was initially a shooting case has evolved into a racketeering persecution built around a multiple state history of the violence, including a 2019 shooting in Atlanta, attempt murder on Rondon and Blackshear, Georgia in 2021, and a Chicago murder in 2022. Neither Wilson or Lindsay is mentioned in the Chicago shooting. So I think that, if I'm not mistaken, Durk and King Von was been accused, right? Again, keyword here is accused of something that was going down in Atlanta, but I think that ended up being dismissed. But at the same time, looks like they're trying to tie that all back into this for like examples as well. To the best of my knowledge, I don't know. Where we at real quick? Let's see. Mentor Kick says they've been trying to keep him down. Yeah, and I will say this. I like that he's been keeping a low profile too. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been all over the joint singing this and third. You know what I'm saying? Should he try to drop some music from behind bars? I think so. But at the same time, it's easier said than done. And even if he's trying to do it legally to work from behind bars, it's not cheap to do it. You know what I'm saying? When you're behind bars, whatever you normally do, you can about do some of it if you're not in prison per se. Even if you're in prison, they can about let you do some of it. It depends on the stipulations in the prison. However, it just costs extra. Like, I know of some people, right, that's being locked down that are in prison right now. They watch pay-per-view fights. They do a lot of shit. And I'm not saying it's in the best quality, but they about do the same damn thing we do. They just can't come the fuck home, right? And I'm not saying, and that's inspiring anybody to go there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure it still sucks because you got to do it around a group of people that you don't even know and you got to get to know and build a relationship with. And some of those people really do truly deserve to be there, and some of them people do not. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be involved in that. You know what I'm saying? A third defendant of the OTF member, Boogie, says Boogie, hopefully I'm saying that correctly, or Boogie, legal name Asa Austin, seeks to sever entirely from his co-defendants and has held firm to the joint trial date of August 20 after being charged with the racketeering conspiracy to commit stalking and the possession of the use of a firearm. All News Hip Hop notes Wilson claims that he is only connection to the Atlanta shooting in arriving to a video shoot weeks later where Durk has a display of $1 million in cash. Overseeing the cash, and the judge, Michael W. Fitzgerald, who denied the first surveillance request in February, highlighted at the point that the defendants who were charged with the same alleged plot are usually prosecuted together. Fitzgerald also shared that the evidence also possibly overlapped regardless of the cases being separated. Last week, lawyers for the Durk maintained that their client's innocent after a gang-related murder charge was added to the case, alleging that Durk oversaw a criminal enterprise and rewarded members for carrying out violent orders. It's not what you know, though. It's what you got to prove. Now, I don't think he was paying or dumb enough to pay these guys with the card or anything like that. But that's the update on the latest for the Durk murder for hire case. So it look like these guys are trying to get trials separately, to the best of my knowledge, which may or may not work in their favor because you don't really want to get all trial together, because if one person's found guilty, they're usually going to track all you guys together. So this may or may not be a good thing for Durk, and it just could be all a part of the plan. I see you, Cedric Vapel in the building, says, sup, y'all? What up, Cedric? What up, big dog? What up? We're about to transition on to the Blueface case, and then we got Pooh Shiesty for like the last 5 minutes. But look like Mr. Blueface, right? Want to make sure I cover all these. We're making impeccable time in here for like the last 10 to 12 minutes. Blueface music royalties ceased to pay Soulja Boy's baby mama $123,000 after the defamation lawsuit judgment, right? Okay, so that's music royalties. No disrespect to Mr. Blueface, dog. He's had hits, and yes, he's getting royalties, but I mean, he hasn't put out nothing recently, and I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the old switcheroo where, to be honest, if I had to guess, his royalties probably not like that, right? With the way his contract is set up, which, keep in mind, we've seen it on record where Mr. Blueface already said that he don't know and understand his contract anyway. And maybe he said that just for situations like this. But, again, his, manager, it could all be going to him and the record label. And they give him a percentage and a cut to keep doing what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? But I'm assuming he's not getting the max, you know what I'm saying? So that still could not work in this person's favor, right? I'm going to just leave it right there. I see you, Divine Photos. He says, what's good? What up, Divine? What up, what up? We covering the Blue Play story. Then we got Pooh Shiesty update. And then we wrapping things up here for the last 10 minutes. Appreciate y'all for coming through as always, man. It really means a lot to the kid. It says, a judge has ordered all of the rappers ASCAP and BMI royalties redirect to Jacqueline Martinez after he ignored her defamation lawsuit. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he locked up? So that's Soulja Boy's baby mama, by the way. And I'm going to see if I can pause this right here. Because, again, these little clips right here have been really killing the stream for the kid. But it says, Blueface music royalties have been ordered to go to Soulja Boy's baby mama, Jacqueline Martinez, after she was awarded a default judgment in the defamation lawsuit from 2023. I'm assuming if he appeals it and has a good reason why he couldn't make it, then hopefully he can go back and actually fight it and get this reduced a little bit. Man of the Kick says, the voice of the streets and Dizzy plus Max B Summer Banger. Okay, Divine 100 salutes from Man of the Kicks as well. It says, As reported by TMZ, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Peter Hernandez granted the request from Martinez to have the Tatiana rapper ASCAP and BMI royalties pay off the remaining $123,245 debt he owes her, right? Okay. She also awarded the default judgment in April of 2025 after Blueface failed to respond to the lawsuit in which she accused him of making a defamatory statements against her during his heated feud with Soulja Boy, with whom she shares a child. I think he said he had smashed her or something like that, but again, I don't know, allegedly, right? Okay, let's see where we are real quick. Manuel Kick says Divine 100 salutes with the Statue of Liberty. Says, in a post shared on social media, Blueface, real name Jonathan Michael Porter, escalated a feud alleging that he had X with Martinez the day before she and Soulja Boy hosted the baby shower. Tells Soulja, get a DNA test. That's my child, little bro. I'm a daddy now, he claimed. That could have just been shots at Soulja Boy, but I mean, it is what it is. We seen Soulja Boy is known notoriously just for screaming at the phone. You know what I'm saying? Which he's apparently talking to Blueface, but dog, sometimes you gotta know when to get the fuck off the internet, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Martinez denied the claims Blueface made against her, and in court and the defamation, she stated that she had only had protected sex with Blueface in 2018. So she's not denying that he didn't smash. She just said they had protected sex and had no further contact with him after that, the encounter. I did not encourage any sexual activity with Blueface the day before my baby shower or while I was pregnant, she said. There is zero chance that Blueface is the child's biological father. She filed a $10 million defamation lawsuit against the rapper, which included $100,000 for pain and suffering, $18,000 in special damages, $3,070 in attorney fees, and $2,173 in additional legal costs. However, the court declined to award the punitive damages. So she didn't get all of it, but she still got a little bit of bread, though. Says, as a result, the Porter's wrongfully conduct and defamation statements, I have and continue to suffer severe emotional and mental distress, including depression, anxiety, panic attacks, and crying spells, she claimed in the initial lawsuit filing. The redirection of Blueface royalties will remain ongoing until the debt to Martinez is settled, right? Martinez is also pursuing child support case against Soulja Boy for the 3-year-old child, as reported by TMZ earlier this month. Why am I not surprised? Fellas, right? Be careful who you ladies babies with, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you and that person really got a good rapport and really want to create a family. And I'm not saying that they wasn't trying to do that, but man, in this country, that's a walking like lick for a lot of ladies, right? And sometimes the fellas get it too, respectively. I'm all for taking care of your child, but at the same time, you don't want to be a victim of where like they overly doing a little too much. So I see why Soulja Boy has been a little bit quiet about the situation. Look like he's been trying to be an active dad and be a great dad, but you just never know how it is once ladies have the child. You know what I'm saying? If you don't stick there and be around and be with them, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. I'm not saying her intention is to get money. I'm going to say this. You're going to take care of that child one way or the other. And as you should. But I think things should be slightly different. And that's just my 2 cents. But for like the last 5 minutes, let's make sure we cover Mr. Pooh Shiesty. We got an update here. Don't want to go too far and offend any other ladies. It's not my goal. Yes, fellas need to be helping. Everybody needs to be helping because it's a joint venture. Everybody need to be putting their 2 cents in when it comes to creating a life, man. And I'm going to just leave it right there. It says, Pooh Shiesty makes new efforts to get out on bond after the trial is delayed. The trial is now set to be placed in next February. So pretty much he got, months? Pretty much now. If we're in 2026, he ain't expected to go to trial until 2027. It says, since the trial is pushed back until next year, Pooh Shiesty is making a renewed push to be released from custody on bail. I don't see it happening, but at the same time, I don't see why he shouldn't be able to get bail. I mean, to be honest, if he, hasn't been any trouble in there, and I'm pausing that real quick, I'll make sure I pause that for pretty much YouTube purposes, then yeah, grant the man on bail. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody died. We don't really seen any hard video where we seen any guns. You know what I'm saying? And the dad has been out on bail. You know what I'm saying? His Big 30's been out on bail. I feel like he can get bail too. Or he should be granted bail as well. And the other guys that were so allegedly there, right? But it says the rapper born Latrell Williams is still behind bars as multiple co-defendants in his case have been granted pretrial release. I told you. Says on June 11th, Shiesty's legal team filed a formal motion in the U.S. District Court that he could join the team. I see Manny with a Kick says, bust down Tatiana. Hey, that's one of Blueface hits. And to be honest, man, let's keep it on. He got some hits, for real, for real. Some of them where he actually rapped on beat. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's been going on tour. So I'm assuming his, not only if his legal team's going to handle that, I feel like management's going to take care of that. It ain't going to be so cut and dry how that said about Blueface. I'm going to say that right there. We'll probably see an update on that one probably coming down the pipeline. Pause. Right? In the near future. It says, Shiesty's trial for the alleged robbery and kidnapping of Gucci Mane and his associates is now set to begin on February 22nd of next year. It had previously been set for this July, but was pushed back this week due to the case complexity, saying it's complicated in so many words. Despite the seriousness of the charges, Shiesty's attorneys believe that he should be able to prepare for his defense from his home rather than while sitting in jail. I agree. But I will give it to Mr. Shiesty. He's held it down behind bars before, and for what it seems like, he didn't do no complaining. You know what I'm saying? He held it down, and when he came out, he came out swinging with hits, right? It says Latrell needs to be out so he can fight for his freedom, wrote his attorney, Kent Schaefer, in a statement. From his renewed bail application after previously failed attempts, Shiesty teams proposed several strict conditions to ensure that the rapper returns to the court come trial time. He agreed to submit to regular drug testing, have major travel restrictions, and wear a GPS monitoring for 24-hour surveillance. Not to mention he is willing to avoid all contact with the case's co-defendants or alleged victims. So he just want to be out. Because, to be honest, he can still probably make music with other artists as well. He don't really necessarily need to be around these guys. It says the underlying case, right? And I'm going to make sure we stay on this. Centers around the incident at the Dallas recording studio at January 10, 2026, when the prosecutors alleged that Shiesty's arranged a meeting with Gucci Mane under the pretense of the contract negotiations. This is all alleged, by the way, where apparently Gucci Mane pulled up on him. And they let him know, I want to be out of contract or else. Remember, we kind of covered that, and that was kind of a big thing for at least a couple weeks, but it's kind of died down. But, now it's died down, don't mean he's a free man, which he's not. When he wasn't released from his contract, Shiesty allegedly produced a Draco AK-style pistol and forced Gucci Mane to sign a release paperwork at gunpoint. Shiesty also allegedly took Gucci Mane's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and cash. Another victim, identified only as MM, was reportedly choked to nearly unconscious during the encounter. Again, I'm sorry for laughing at this, but to be honest, if we don't got no video, no evidence of this, I think, and I'm no attorney or legal person here, it's going to be hard to prove this when it's going to be more so hearsay. But it says, Manny with the Kick says, no, I might be next to blow, but I'm still trying to stretch Bo 375 up the score slat. Okay. You got bars in here tonight, Manny. It says in Shiesty's application, he made several claims about the weakness of the case against him. Gucci Mane, the application says, went on social media and denied that the event happened and even showed off a very same jewelry that had allegedly been stolen in the incident. And the additional no contract release paperwork or video of Gucci confirming Pooh Shiesty's release from his label was ever found. Shiesty's legal team also questions why he considered dangerous when the feds took almost 3 months to arrest him after the studio incident. This is true. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to find all the evidence, but I'm assuming they didn't find what they were looking for, if I had to guess. It says the FBI knew about this alleged offense on the night it occurred. The application says the government did nothing. The government could not have it both ways. If Mr. Williams was truly violent threat, the government now portrays the decision to leave him unsupervised in the community for 80 days and unexplicit. And it says, in that decision was reasonable than the government's current decisions argument over Slade. Manny Kick says, Shiesty Summer Track Polo. Okay. I haven't listened to Shiesty. I listened to some of his music, but I haven't listened to a lot of it in a minute. But I have listened to a lot of his music, but that one, I don't think. I'm pretty sure if we put it on, pause, I'm pretty sure I can remember it. Because I did listen to a lot of his music respectively. You know what I'm saying? Says through Shiesty's has yet to be released from detention. His co-defendant, rapper Big 30, walked out of jail on June 4th after a judge rejected the government's fight risk and community dangerous arguments that previously kept him incarcerated. Similarly, Shiesty's father, Latrell Williams Sr., also secured a bond and was released last May after a federal judge denied the government's request to revoke his release. Pooh Shiesty's alleged right-hand man, Cortavious Waters, is also out on bond. So I'm assuming, right, if all these guys got on bond, if I had to guess, and this is just my best educated guess, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Shiesty himself makes bail here by summertime. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, which is the best he can hope for. So yeah, I think that's going to cover the stream right here. We're coming right up on the hour mark. Let me put myself back on the mainstream and just do a quick little update, and we'll wrap things up here. We covered the Don Richard story, where pretty much all her cases against the lawsuits that she filed against Diddy has been dismissed, but she does have the right to actually refile for some of them, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. Quavo's accuser is trying to seek the money from him that happened in Vegas, you know what I'm saying, in Atlanta. So we did an update on that. Little Durk, co-defendants are all trying to separate ties and have their own case, if I'm assuming, trial separately for that murder for hire case before Durk, right? And then it looks like Blueface has got to pay Soulja Boy baby mama some money, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, for that defamation judgment. Again, this all could change at any way, shape, or form. Doesn't mean none of this stuff is going to stick. And then, of course, we did an update for Pooh Shiesty. Look like he's trying to seek some type of bail, which I don't blame him, especially since his case has been pushed back. So that's pretty much an update for the night. I've been on this joint for like an hour and 2 minutes, man. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for the night. Y'all know it's Monday. Kid been at work all day and definitely about to get back and just relax after this. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love as always. Sign up for that sold out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it's free to sign up. Well, of course, you know we can continue the sneaker name. Of course, we can continue like the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section. We also have a music section as well. So pretty much when I do not get the content out in time, we're pretty much already chopping it up in the sold out Discord. As you guys see, a lot of my content I've been pushing out in shorts, and it's been doing well. So you guys continue to just sub up to the channel. Of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones. I'll be back live again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, I'll see you guys again on Wednesday, and I'm officially out this thing, man. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart